Avalavanu, Avanavanu based on my poetry, and another is Lajje. Lajje is based on my short stories. Nitin Sridhar has directed, and my main interest is feminism. My second book is Bhamini Shatpadi, which was talked about feministic issues, and I recently brought that again. It's republished. And I also create comic strips following the idea of Rajesh Rajmani, who created Inedible India. I write it in Kannada. I started creating in Kannada only.
So you use the comic strips to actually, you make use of it as a political commentary.
Yeah, seriously, because a picture can tell a lot.
Yeah.
You can tell a whole story in just 4-5 strips. So I found it interesting.
Chethana, I think all of us are interested in listening to you about what exactly happened, everything, all the untoward incidents that have been happening in the past as far as you're concerned. Could you tell us a little bit more about that?
Okay, in my case, actually it's happening to most of my fellow writers. We are facing this problem. I have receiving threats from almost a year when I started writing against a rape issue of some seer in Karnataka. So some fanatic people started threatening me, stop writing against this Swamiji, otherwise we will rape you, acid attack threats, and those are all coming.
These are letters that you got, or?
No, it's through social media only, because I treat social media as, I use it for citizen journalism. I write a lot in social media.
The government in the center came up. Ananthamurthy did write a very strong letter.
Yes.
He talked about this as something that would contributing to destabilizing India.
Yes.
How do you agree with Ananthamurthy?
Completely, I agree with Ananthamurthy, because I have seen him very closely, and he was the person who was very straight and very critic, and he was brilliant. He told he will leave India if Modi comes to, Modi become Prime Minister. But people tortured him like anything. They used to malign him, threat calls and all. But what Ananthamurthy said, it is coming true now. We are seeing what happening.
So the destabilization of India has begun.
Yes.
And you see all these as symptoms of
exactly
that destabilization, right? I was wondering the solidarity that you got from women, because you have such very strong poetry that is coming from a woman. So how have women responded to your poetry?
Women, not separately, but writers including men and women supported me.
Okay.
It's not like separate supporters from female wing, it's nothing like that. Because all these things happened in social media, in Facebook.
I see a little bit of a hope there. People know that it is wrong, so they don't want to come out into the open and own it up.
Yes.
Right? So there is still some hope, because there is unconsciously they believe that what they are saying is not correct.
Yes. But that should happen. But I don't have any hope, because I have seen many people opposing cow slaughter. Okay, cow slaughter, okay, if it is hurting their emotion, let them speak. But they are speaking against a community, keeping cow in front of them. They are targeting something else. They are politicizing everything. So
that takes me to a very important question, I think, because see, the politicization of Hindu nationalism, in one sense, do you think it is a threat to Hindu religion?
Absolutely. Actually, they are exploiting themselves in this way. I think so.
So you feel that Hindu religion is affected by the kind of forces that have been unleashed by the Hindu national.
Yes.
Interesting. Chethana, one thing that worries me, and in a sense which connects your experience with the experience of many other Indian women, is on one side you're talking about Beti Bachao, right? The Beti Bachao Andolan, and on the other, there is Beti Darao,
seriously,
Beti Bhagao.
Yeah,
so
it's happening.
There is a huge dichotomy between these two positions. So how do you read it? How do you read this? I mean, on one side there is this kind of constant harping upon a constant glorification of women, and on the other,
but we should see where, in which sector this glorification happen. Okay, Beti Bachao campaign was made and people changed their profile pictures. They put selfie with daughter. Campaign was made, but female feticide is increasing.